Oh, I guess we're live. Well, good afternoon almost. I pushed the start button a little early here, so we're 2 minutes early. So we're going to hang out here a little bit and see who else joins us. And anyway, I'll just start and let you know what we're going to do today. And that is, we're going to talk about Zoom your Mac. So, as you probably know, Zoom has become a household word for video conferencing. But today we're going to be talking about a different kind of Zoom, and that's how to zoom in on your Mac computer and make things bigger. So this is okay, looks like we have the link is going to the wrong place. Okay, thank you, Bob. So we usually check those links out and they seem to be working. So let's see if we can get some more people over here. Let's see what's going on. If we go to YouTube, there we go. And we're there. We should be live. And it's working for me. And we don't want to tap and unmute, but nobody is coming over here. So there we are, we're live. Okay. So we want to turn the volume down. Okay. So we need to see if we can share. Okay, we got one person here. Or two people, actually. So let's see, I can't seem to get to the share. Let's go there. There's our live stream. And it's not letting me, let's see, if we share here. Here we go, share. Copy the link. And let's see if we go to messages and send a message to Bob. And see if that helps. So, sorry, I don't know why that link didn't work. We always check it before we send out the newsletter. And who else is talking to us here? So, our producer is talking to us. And I am live. Look for a notification in your email. And there's one from Susan. Okay, she says 8 people are waiting. So hopefully Bob has sent the link I sent to him. And Susan is not showing up on my other iPhone here. So let's see how we can do that. I guess we could copy that and send it to Susan. Oh, that's not the right one. Okay, so we're going to go back here to YouTube. Here we are. And we're going to go to change our account. Okay, add an account. Okay, there we are. There's my live. And there's chat. Okay. So there you are. Turn the volume down on this iPhone. So how am I going to get you to the right place? So we click on this and click on this and that. That should be able to copy the link. Well, we got 4 people over here, so it's sort of working. And okay, so we go there, we hit that, and it's not letting me cancel the link or copy the link. So let's see here. No. Okay. Okay, Bob is trying to help. Get everybody over here, so we lost one person. And I'm trying to get this to Susan. But I can't copy the link. Riveting television here. Sorry about that. I'm not able to get there, so sorry. Okay, maybe this is it. I should have a notification here that I'm live. Maybe if I go into my email, YouTube, you're now live. Okay, so if we press on that and we copy the link and we go back to Susan in messages. Okay, Susan. There we go. So anybody else? Okay, hopefully Susan will repeat that link to other people at the other link, the bad link. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start, and then you can catch this on the replay. So this is GoFor Lunch 103, brought to you by GoFor Technology. I am Roger Harmon, your host, and our goal, as always, is to make your technology work for you. So today we're going to talk about how to zoom in on your Mac, which means enlarging the text and other content on your Mac's screen. So you, maybe like me, can't see as well as we used to. So this way we can enhance our view of the world through the Mac by using this zoom feature. This is especially important if you have a smaller screen like a 13 or a 14-inch MacBook. And I'm getting another text here from somebody, but I don't know who. Okay. Let's try to send this to our producer and see if we can get a few more people over here. We got 5 people now. So if you get a smaller MacBook screen, then this really can help. And this zoom capability has been in your Mac for a long time, and you may not have been aware of it. So our goal today is to fix that problem. So how do you turn on the built-in zoom feature? Well, you start by going to the Apple menu in the upper left-hand corner, and you go to System Preferences. So I am going to check in here. So Bob is here, Susan is here, and you're posting. Okay. So hopefully we got the good link in here now. Okay. So you go to the Apple menu in the upper left-hand corner, you go to System Preferences, you go to Accessibility, and then you choose Zoom. So there's lots of options there. So to turn on Zoom, you have to check the little box at the top, and we'll show you this here in just a second. To toggle zoom on, so it's like a 2-step process, so you have to hit Option Command 8, and then once it's on, you can zoom in by hitting Option Command equals, and you can zoom out by hitting Option Command minus. So let's see what that looks like. So we're going to go into the Finder, and we're going to get our system preferences up here. So let's just go back to the beginning here. So you're going to click on Accessibility. It's a little person with the outstretched arms. Now this icon will be in different places in different versions of the operating system. So if I'm on Big Sur, so if you're on an older operating system, it is sometimes not sometimes, it's always different. May be different in your system. So we click on Accessibility. Then we have a choice here on the left, and we click on Zoom. So this is the checkbox that you need to have turned on. And I'll make sure you're seeing my screen here. You're not seeing my screen. Okay, let's try this again. What are you seeing here? Let's get rid of that. Okay. So you are not seeing the system preferences. So let's try this again. So let's try this little checkbox. Nope, that didn't work. So let's see here. And that didn't work. So I had this working. Did that work? No. Okay. Well, it worked in rehearsal. What can I tell you? Why is this not working? Okay, thanks, Susan. I'm trying to get the system preferences, so we're in the Finder. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, now I think you can all see the system preferences. So, to recap, to activate Zoom, you click on Zoom here in the accessibility pane. Then you have to click on this little checkbox right here to turn it on. So it should be blue with a check mark in it. And then this gives you the keyboard shortcuts. So initially, after you check the checkbox, you're going to toggle the zoom feature on by Option Command 8. And then you're going to zoom in by Option Command equals and zoom out by Option Command minus. So I'm holding down my Option and Command keys, hitting the equals, and you can see it's getting bigger. And then Option Command minus, it's getting smaller. Okay? So that is how that works. So the other Mac OS versions may have a little bit of different options there. For example, Mojave looks like this. So you can see we have some extra things here. Toggle to smooth images, Option Command \. And then most of these others are the same. So don't be surprised if you're using an older version than Big Sur. I haven't checked Monterey to see if they've changed it again, which is quite possible. But hopefully we'll get the basics here that will allow you to use this great feature. So now there's a second checkbox, which is use scroll gesture with modifier keys to zoom. So let's take a look at that. So here it is right here, this little checkbox right there. You click on that, and the default modifier key is the control key. And you can choose option or command. So now, if I hold down the control key, and wherever I put my mouse cursor, my arrow, oops, can't do it that way. Let's go down here. I'm sorry, I was talking about this feature. So now I have this turned on, and now if I scroll with the control key depressed, I can zoom in just by scrolling. So I'm scrolling on my mouse, but if you have a trackpad on a MacBook, you can do this with your scroll, which is 2 fingers at the same time on the trackpad. So you also have a choice of what style zoom you want. You can have full screen, which is what we have been showing so far. You can have a split screen where you can have the screen split so your zoom window is at the top, bottom, left, or right side. And you can also have picture in a picture. So let's go back here and look at that. So you can see here we are in full screen. If we switch to split screen and we hit Option Command equals, you can see up here at the top of the screen, I hope you can see that. You can't see that. So play with this afterwards, but I'm seeing a whole screen up here at the top that's magnified. Now if I go here to picture in a picture, let's see if that shows up for us. So here's picture in a picture. As I move my cursor, I'm sorry, that is not showing up. I must have changed a setting here. So picture in a picture just gives you a rectangle, and wherever you move the cursor, that rectangle will magnify what you're looking at. So again, just play with that. Okay. So we're going to zoom out here, and that turned off. Hit Option Command minus, and that turned off picture in a picture. So you can also turn on the zoom feature on a second display if you have more than one monitor. And you can show the accessibility menu in your menu bar when you check a little checkbox at the lower left, and that's going to look like this. So it's the same little stretched out person. So you can get to this instantly without having to go to the Apple menu, to System Preferences, to Accessibility. You just click on the accessibility icon in your menu bar. So that checkbox is right here at the bottom. Show accessibility status in the menu bar. Then you have the advanced features, which you see over here. So let's go back and look at that. So we're going to click on advanced. And we have a bunch of additional features here. So you can play with those. It's how the pointer behaves. You definitely want to click on smooth images, because otherwise you get very pixelated images. This feature, flash screen when notification banner appears outside the zoom view, is what it says. If you get a notification while you're zoomed in where you couldn't see that notification, it'll flash the whole screen to let you know that you have a notification. Okay. So again, the smooth images is very important. And then we have the controls feature, which gives you even more keyboard shortcuts. You can temporarily toggle zoom with Shift Option, and you can temporarily detach the zoom window from the pointer with Shift Command, and you can toggle between the full screen and the picture-in-picture with Option Command F, as in Foxtrot. Then you can use keyboard shortcuts to adjust the size of the zoom window, and you do that by using Option, Command, and the arrow keys. And then you can use the trackpad gesture for zoom. You double tap with 3 fingers to turn on zoom. You double tap with 3 fingers and drag to change the zoom. And then you can set down here your maximum magnification and your minimum. So lots of different ways you can customize this to make it work for you. So a little side note here. When Apple shows you these things, they show you the symbol. So it's nice to know what these symbols are. So the command symbol is the little clover leaf. The shift symbol is an up arrow. Sometimes just a little chevron, not the full arrow. The option is this line that goes across, down at a diagonal, across, and then has another little line up here. Control is the up arrow. Return is a curved line into a left arrow. Delete is a box with a point and an X in it. And forward delete is the opposite. So forward delete is only available if you have a numeric keypad built into your keyboard, and that forward delete key is right here, and it shows that little symbol pointing to the right. And of course the regular delete key is over here. And for your edification, the Apple key symbols are linked in the description below. There are more than are shown here, so you can get the complete list by clicking on the link in the description below, and you could even print that out and tape it to your wall as for instant checking on those symbols until you get used to them. So another nice feature is called Enable Hover Text, and let's look at that. So here we are, and we're going to click OK to get back to the main menu here. So here's Enable Hover Text. So you click on the checkbox. And then you hold down the Command key wherever your pointer is, and you click, and you see it shows that line in large text. So if you have something that's really tiny, you can do that. So if I move up here, it's going to show that. You can see if there's a space there, you have to kind of move your cursor to get the whole thing. So that is Enable Hover Text. So another nice feature. So you also have an options checkbox, and the options allows you to change the text size. The largest size is 120 point, and you can change the text font. Of course, you want to make sure when you do that that you make it a legible font, and you can change the text entry location, and you can triple press the command key or whichever key you select here to lock. And then when you click on the colors, you get some more choices here, but the cautionary tale here is only adjust one feature at a time. If you go crazy and start adjusting a bunch of these all at the same time, it can get pretty messed up, and then you don't know which function that you changed messed it up. So just do one, play with that one before you do another one. So just be careful there. So check your results after you make one change. Okay, so that's basically how Zoom works. Let's see what little questions you might have here. Okay. Yes, so Bob has a good point here. It would be cleaner if they just said option command instead of showing the little symbol. And let's see, Susan. Okay. Okay, thank you for letting Doriana and Leslie Ann know. Okay, so you didn't see anything in the Apple menu to do what you're talking about. Okay, so in the Apple menu, Susan, you go to System Preferences, and then you'll see the accessibility. And so does Zoom under accessibility do anything different than Zoom under view? I'm not sure what you mean by view. So somewhere there's an option to say that you don't want fonts smaller than a certain size. Okay, so what you're thinking of there is in Safari. So if we go to Safari, which we haven't launched here, so I'm going to launch Safari. And we're going to go to Safari. And then we're going to go in the upper left-hand corner where it says Safari. And go to Safari Preferences. Okay, and then we're going to go to, let's see here. Where is it? I thought it was right here. Not there. There it is. Okay, so you go to Safari Preferences, you go to Advanced, and you see here accessibility, never use font sizes smaller than 9 point. So that's where that is located, Susan. Hopefully that helps. Okay, so it only works in Safari. So Susan asked, do those options apply only when you're hovering? So yes, so you have to put your arrow, your cursor arrow, on the line of text that you want, and hold down the command key. Okay, so yeah, you may have system preferences in your dock, so you can skip the step of going to your Apple menu and uh, going to system preferences and going to accessibility. But again, you can put that accessibility icon in your menu bar and skip even more steps. So hopefully this will help you move around and see things better on your screen, and turn it on when you need it and turn it off when you really need the big picture. So that's our story for today. Thank you for bearing with me. We will double check those links in the future. Not sure how that happened, but it happened. So hope you all have a great day, and join us next week, Tuesday at high noon, for Go for Lunch.